A PLC is the small industrial computer that keeps a machine or process under control. It reads field signals, runs a control program, and switches outputs in a repeating cycle. In this video, we will build the PLC from the outside in, then see what each main component does. The basic job is simple. First, the PLC reads inputs from switches, sensors, and transmitters. Next, the CPU executes the logic stored in memory. Finally, the PLC writes outputs to starters, solenoids, lamps, and valves. Then it repeats the same cycle again and again. A modular PLC has several important parts. The power supply feeds the controller. The CPU runs the program. Input modules receive field signals. Output modules drive field devices. Communication ports connect the PLC to HMI, SCADA, drives, or other controllers. All modules sit on a rail or backplane. The power supply is the first component to check. It converts plant power into stable DC power for the PLC electronics. The CPU is the brain of the controller. It holds the user program, system memory, status LEDs, and the processor that performs the scan cycle. Input modules are the PLC's eyes and ears. A digital input sees on or off signals, such as a push button or limit switch. An analog input reads changing values, such as 4 to 20 milliamps from a pressure transmitter. The module converts field wiring into data the CPU can use. Output modules are the PLC's hands. A digital output can energize a relay, motor starter, solenoid valve, or pilot lamp. An analog output can send a command to a control valve or drive. The CPU decides, but the output module delivers the electrical signal to the field. Communication lets the PLC talk to other systems. The HMI shows operators what is happening. SCADA collects data from many controllers. Drives exchange speed commands and feedback. The communication port does not replace the scan cycle. It moves data around the control system. Remember the PLC as one repeating chain. Power supply keeps it alive. CPU runs the program. Input modules bring field information in. Output modules send commands out. Communication connects it to the wider control system. That is the foundation for every PLC panel you will troubleshoot.